Hi there, this is Jesh Peter. Welcome to my channel. So this is going to be my first video in this channel. Actually, I have two other channels, which is one is all about angling. Angling means fishing. I'm a fishing enthusiast, the sports fishing or recreation fishing, whatever you call it. And this is actually going to be a technical video, maybe like whatever things I'm using, technical like telephone or television or anything like that. So today I'm coming up with unboxing video of this is Belkin 11-in-1 multi-port dock. Actually, this is a multi-port dock. That means it's actually a hub kind of thing. It has you must be knowing actually when it's a hub is you have one port which is connecting to your computer and you have multiple port on the other side. But in this one, actually not one port, there are multiple types of port in this one actually. So this is Belkin 11-in-1 multi-port dock. This is a 100-watt power this one actually 100-watt power. It can hold up to 100 watts of power. In that 15 watts they might use for its internal operations. Okay, let us open it and see what is inside. Then actually, excuse me, I have actually removed the first cover which came in. The reason was it was really dirty. I do not know how it has become dirty, so I just removed it. I never wanted to bring that in this video or in front of the camera. So let me just open this up. Okay, so it's really tight. Here it is. There are a few things in this one. One is a kind of manual. Maybe it's not a manual, it's just explaining what are the port, all those stuffs. And another one, I'm not sure what it is. This is either Mandarin or Cantonese. I can't read both of the languages, so I'm sorry. I'm just moving away this. Okay, and this one is a regulatory statement. Maybe this must be applicable for some countries. We do not know. We have no idea what it is. So maybe some kind of Thunderbolt and adapters with USB-C, some kind of usage in information, like maybe a disclaimer, maybe kind of things. And these two, oh my god, this is again in something is in English and something is in Mandarin or Cantonese. I can't identify the language either. Okay, so this also I'm just moving away, and here it is. This is the thing. Okay, so let me just remove this one. Okay. Ha. This is it. Can you see? I think I'll bring near to you. You can see the ports. Okay. So basically, this has multiple types of ports. The question is whether you need it or not. Because if if you ask me, do you recommend this? I have only one answer actually. Actually, do you really need this? Actually, the reason I bought this is I wanted all these ports because I have almost 3 hard disks, and all these 3 hard disks I might be connecting at the same time. You might ask why, right? Yeah, unfortunately or fortunately, some reason I had to keep certain data in different hard disks, and right now I'm in a situation that I need to access all those hard disks at the same time. So that's the reason. All of them are actually USB A type. Okay, you must be knowing nowadays if you buy a computer, whether it is Windows or a Macintosh, it's all small computers right now. You can see they're just bringing down the whole stuff and making things handy. So to make it handy, they have to remove a lot of things because you might be seeing earlier there was a hard disk. Now there is no hard disk. Everything comes up with SSDs. And earlier there was USB-C ports, sorry, USB-A port, maybe 2 or 3. In my old computer, I have almost 4 USB 3.0 ports. But now if you buy, uh, it's almost 1 or 2 C ports. That's it. But we are in this transition stage right now. So what happens is you'll be having a lot of things which you are using for quite a long time, and that's not still obsolete. You can still use those things, but unfortunately you don't have the port. So since I have to connect all these 3 things together, like 3 ports, and I'll be using one either of this port for my monitor. So you can have, and the SD card and a micro SD card. So let me just tell you what are the ports here. Okay, starting with the top one. This one has a 3.5 millimeter jack. Okay, and next one, if you see, there are 2 ports. No, sorry, the next one is a VGA. I really do not know why they have kept this VGA port, because if I am the designer, I wouldn't have been kept this one, because the reason is nobody uses VGA nowadays, right? Nobody uses. I don't have. But as a company point of view, they might have thought there'll be some people they'll be using VGA port. So those who have that legacy, they can have the VGA. The next one is here. You can see one SD card 3.0 and micro SD card 3.0. Very useful thing, because I also use sometimes multiple cards at the same time. Only thing is, if you're using micro SD card, it's fine, you have. But if you want to use 2 micro SD cards, you will have to use the adapter. You can use in the SD card. And other one is the network, RJ45 port, and you have 2 USB 3.0 port and 1 USB. Sorry, this one has 3 and this one has 2. So one 2.0 and one 3.2 and other one has a display port. Okay, and one HDMI, and again one more USB-C. Okay, so the question is, do you really need all these ports? The product company itself says this is a multi-port dock, so there are multiple types of port, because you might need some 3 USB ports and 1 HDMI port. I wouldn't recommend this, because it's a little expensive than the normal USB hubs, actually speaking. So I wouldn't recommend. If you really need this many port, multiple types of port, I definitely recommend. This is very solid, actually, very good product, and I can feel it in my hand. And one small thing, it is really large, actually. You see, it's really, if you keep your laptop, it's almost the size. This is really large, actually. But when you have this many port, there's no other choice. You might need this. And nice grip. Okay, you have a small sticker over here. You need to remove that before you keep it on the table, otherwise it will be really slippery. So you need to remove that one. And here also there's a small sticker. See, I'm going to remove this like this. I just removed it. So what happens is, this is a kind of I wouldn't say it's a plastic. It may be a rubber or something like that. It will give a very good grip for your laptop, especially the aluminum laptops like MacBook and anything. It will give you. It's very nice, actually. This is good. This is all about it. Now let me come to the functionality. This actually a 100-watt device, but 15-watt it will actually use for its own operations, like its functionality from circuit will be there inside. So it will use 15-watt. That 85-watt you can use it. But I do not know why this company is calling this as a USB dock. Actually, for me, dock is the kind of thing you need an external power. You can charge your computer from the dock. But this one, actually, there is no external power. You cannot charge your computer in this one, actually. So I would rather call this one as a USB hub, not a dock. Actually, it draws power from your laptop, then it uses for other power. It's split across, actually. One port you have, and it splits into different ports. So I will call this as a kind of USB hub actually. And there are some limitations and like advantages also. Advantages, obviously, there are multiple ports at the same time you can use. Obviously, when you use a Wi-Fi, uh, it will be obviously it will be a little slower than directly connecting with your with a RJ45 cable. But nowadays Wi-Fi's are also really fast, but quite sufficient. But still, you can use this. And persons like me, I have a few hard disks, so I need three of them. Definitely, I'm telling these three USB ports I'll be using at the same time, and I'll be using one this thing. So advantage side, you have multiple types of ports you can use at the same time. But disadvantages, I would say the pricing. The pricing, unless you need all these things, I would say you don't need to buy this. You will get much cheaper options. I mean, cheaper not in the terms of in terms of quality, cheaper in terms of price. You will get very good items. That is a disadvantage. And when it comes to functionality, it can handle up to 4K videos, but there's this problem. 4K video is actually 30 hertz. I would prefer 60 hertz minimum. So 4K is 30 hertz, and if you go to 1080p, that one actually goes up to 60 hertz. Sorry, yeah, 60 hertz. So that is actually, if you are working like on a document or something, it doesn't matter. But if you are watching a movie or sometimes very gaming or something like that, it will affect if you use a 30 hertz monitor or 30 hertz supply. And one more thing is, in Macintosh or MacBook, this will not supply. This is not supporting actually the monitor extending. Actually, the display extending is not possible because the Mac always support SSDs, like single stream transport. So the company itself is saying that it doesn't support uh, the extending the display. You can only mirror your display. That means you have a laptop and you connected this dock, and you're connecting two monitors from this one. You can use these two ports, but still it will extend, sorry, it will mirror the same whatever you're seeing in your laptop. Even if you just close, and even if you're using it, it'll be both the screens will be getting the same thing. That's actually a disadvantage if you're a graphic designer or something like that. Maybe graphic designers may not be using this one. And in Windows, yes, definitely you can extend your display. That means if you have two extra displays, you can connect one using HDMI and one using the display port. Both will work like a big display. So that means you can extend. It's not a mirror, and you can even close your Windows laptop and keep it somewhere. You will feel like a desktop experience. That is from this one. That's all from my end. I think I have covered everything. Now I will have to test this one. I mean, these many ports, I need to connect everything at the same time, like SD card and three hard disks and one display port. Definitely I will connect my earphone also. RJ45, I'm not sure because I do not have a cable. I have a cable, but it's very difficult because very short cable, maybe 5-meter cable. My hub is sitting somewhere there. Okay, so that's it from my end. Finally, if you ask me whether I can recommend this, yes, I would recommend, but only if you need these many different ports. Otherwise, I would recommend much cheaper products, like if you want 3 USB-C from C to USB-A, you don't really have to buy this one because Belkin is a little higher side. Obviously, the price is higher, the quality will be good because I'm using a lot of other Belkin products. So I'm happy with Belkin, okay, to be honest. I'm happy with Belkin. So this one I will try, then I will come back to you. Maybe I will post a reviewing video of this one, but I do not know whether it worth actually, because most of the time it works and you just have to see all are getting real power. So it's okay. Maybe I'll come up with this thing. So that's all from my end, and don't forget to subscribe and like. It's not only liking and subscribing. Whatever I told on this one, if you know much better things or know much more than I know, please comment. Or if I missed something, please comment. That would be a learning point for me also. That'll be good. Okay. So if there is anything wrong, just mention it in the comment box. That's it. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.